5 years ago, I was scrolling on Facebook and I came across a post from a girl that I used to be best friends with when I was in the first grade. And the post said, "What is your earliest childhood memory of experiencing racism?" And she said, when I was in first grade, my best friend came to school one day and told me that she could no longer be my friend because I was black. My heart broke into a million pieces when I read that, and it really, really hurts to know that something so traumatizing and awful that happened to her as a child is attached to me, even though that was not something that I did, something that I wanted. I loved her. She was my very first girl best friend, and that was not a decision that I made. My dad called the school, and it was such a huge ordeal. He tried to get me put in a different classroom away from her, and I can't believe that something so evil and terrible that happened to her, her very first time ever realizing that she's going to be treated differently because of the color of her skin, has my name attached to it. The way that my dad even found out about that is my earliest childhood memory. I don't remember anything else before this day. I was sitting at the dinner table with my family, and I would talk about her, but I would never say her name, or I would use a fake name. My mom knew that I was friends with this girl and that she was black, and she would tell me, never tell your dad. And we're sitting at the dinner table, and I accidentally slip and say her name, and my dad looked at me, and he was like, "Is she black?" And I said, "Yes," and he slapped me across the face. That was so scary. I was terrified. I grew up in a household where we couldn't watch TV shows that were black. I didn't watch That's So Raven. I wasn't allowed to watch The Proud Family. I loved Little Bill, but I wasn't allowed to watch it. And so it would come on half hour before my dad came home from work. And if he came home even a little bit earlier, I would have the remote ready in case he walked through the door, I could change the station. I had to pretend Jump In wasn't my favorite movie because my dad would have beat my ass. I hid everything from him. He has no idea who I am to this day. I never was ever transparent with my dad about anything. I continued to hide everything from him my entire life, and it's really crazy. I have two parents on this earth that are alive and breathing and don't know me or anything about me.
I'm leaving tomorrow. Okay. And I feel very unsafe with you guys.
What do you mean? I gave you a Louis Vuitton wallet, I gave you headphones.
Yeah, and then I don't need your stuff. My issue is what do you mean? I know Dad talked to you guys, but I'm really not okay with your guys' racist remarks. And
no, we're not racist. That's such a foolish idea.
No. First of all, the joke is
we never do it to
no. The joke is rooted in racism. No.
This is ridiculous because that's such a lie.
No, Ben, for me, this is we either talk about this and there's growth, or I don't have a relationship. That's where I'm at right now. And so I take that very seriously. I told parents that they might disagree with me, but for me,
how do you make such problems?
It's not a problem, Ben. It's about treating people, huh?
But you're making up.
No, well, I'm not the person walking around calling everyone by the N-word. That's in your vocabulary as a white man.
Okay, and in my spirit, I'm a black man. Yeah.
That's not funny.
I'm a homie in my spirit.
That's not cool.
It is cool.
No, it's not, Ben.
Oh, yeah, it is. And the story.
No, it's because it was.
I marry a black chick.
That's not helping. That's not helping the situation either.
Y'all are listening, but okay, Angela's out.
No. To me,
we weren't traumatizing you in any way.
No, I am traumatized because.
No, you're playing a victim.
No, I'm not. How you talk about other people, there has to be equality to that.
I do have equality.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Throwing the N-word around as a white person, do you know what the N-word even represents?
Hold up. My N-word is called, bro.
He walks away.
Yo, come back, man.
He walks away. That's crazy. For me, I already had a lot of conversations with parents about this. What happened the other day is not funny. And the issue is that this has been, this is happening. This isn't new in our family. The remarks and, mom and dad, we talked about this, and whether there's agreements or disagreements with that, being raised the way parents were to look at black people and use the N-word isn't normal. It was normal for them, but it shouldn't be normal. To make jokes about that, I don't care if I'm white and you feel comfortable with me as a sister. I feel very uncomfortable by that. No, Mom, now that's a victim card because I'm calling you higher. And the thing that's crazy is Jesus was not a white person, and I believe it would be the very people like you guys to actually stone him and put him on the cross. Because yeah, just literally, but I'm wanting to also have this conversation a little bit with Elijah because you're apparently spirit-filled and saved, so...
I would enjoy this is not what stoned Jesus.
It was, actually.
What stoned Jesus was character, personality, and his way of teaching.
Jesus was a walking, offensive person. Yeah, and he wasn't white. And Jesus wasn't white. So
people of the same skin color stoned him.
Again, I don't want to argue. And yes, that can happen, and I don't want to argue Christianity necessarily.
But then I think racist to black.
No, you just can't be racist, period. Like,
how do I know I'm racist to white people?
I don't know. That's not my conversation right now. Because right now I know you're being racist towards black people. Because
I want to be racist to white people.
See, I'm sorry, Dad. I told you this, and I don't know if you believe me. No, but did you just hear what he said? I want to be racist towards white people? No, that's what he said. But at dinner, he said that I'm racist and I'm proud to be racist. That's what you said to me at dinner.
Angela.
Did you not say that?
Everybody is proud of their race.
Stop, don't twist that. You little snake. Elijah, we were talking, you're a snake. Do you know why? Because in that conversation, you asked the question, if there's a black person and a white person, which one would you shoot? You asked that. And after that...
A person whose roots were built on building muscle, physically working.
Are you kidding me?
Slaves, but they physically work genetically, and their genetics are a lot more physically fit.
My God.
Obviously, the black person, because he can take me out, statistically speaking, we're stronger.
After that, you followed that with, I'm racist and I'm proud to be racist.
Because I'm from Russian American.
Stop, you're twisting that. That's not what you meant. You're now trying. And so to me, again, these are just like.
And then I'll be proud of being American racist, superior against other races, in my opinion. Because Americans, we're the best.
No, Elijah, we are not. How America is, if you are proud to be racist in America today, and I guess to me,
I'm so confused.
If you can't acknowledge how you talk about people being wrong, then I can't have a relationship with you.
Talk about being wrong.
Elijah, you're demeaning an entire group of people. And of course it doesn't affect you because you're white. And mom's praying in tongues in the corner. That's gonna do anything in this situation. It's not, because praying in tongues isn't gonna fix racism. No, don't tell me to calm down, Dad. No, oh my God. No, Dad, we never fixed our conversation. We never did. No, actually, it's not enough because I don't believe you. Dad, you said you love all people too.
Angela, I want every race to succeed and prosper.
You guys are twisting it now. You're twisting it now.
Before God be the best. I want everybody to succeed. I want the best for everybody.
No.
Angela, if I could choose for someone to have if there's 50 black people and 2 white people, then I can have a choice who lives and I want everybody to live.
No offense. Where was that 2 days ago, Elijah?
Because it wasn't a joking demeanor.
No, then that's messed up. You can't joke. I don't know where you got. I don't know. I don't know. No. You asked the questions.
Everybody, Angela.
No, you can't.
If I meet a black person,
Oh
I
my
want
God.
the black person to be more prosperous than me.
I don't believe
want
you.
him better health than me. I want him to be better in everything he does. Because Angela, I already have it good. And if somebody can have it better than me, that's a blessing.
To be honest, with these conversations, I don't believe you because you're not taking any accountability. You're just saying it was a joke. It was a joke. You're not even acknowledging. Dang.
Because there was a specific scenario.
There was a
that
this.
we explained.
This is
In
a
that specific controlled environment.
Oh my
scenario,
God.
I answered the questions that's and
No.
I could relate
You
based
asked.
on a specific
You.
controlled environment. If two people break into my house and I have to kill one of them, and I'm gonna choose the person who's built stronger. No duh.
No, you said you're gonna choose the black person.
Yeah, because of
Yeah,
the
I just,
roots.
Dad. I'm sorry. Like you're asking, Dad. In the nicest way, you're asking for equalness. I will never want to understand his perspective.
Go deeper, Angela. If I could die for 1 million black people to come and make it to heaven, I would die for this.
I don't. To be honest, after the last couple of days, I don't believe you.
If my health was fine, my friends are going to missions to Africa in 2 weeks.
He said it. An apple does not fall far from the tree. An apple does not fall far from the tree. These people are bringing generations of racists, generations of Karens, generations that you will look and you will now start asking yourself, is this person okay? Is this person mentally stable? It starts from the roots. And when these children grow up and they realize it and they're calling it out to their parents, they don't still even want to understand. Anyways, I'm happy for the few white folks, few white folks that understand that a lot of this thing that they are being taught is wrong and they need to change their mentality. But welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. With that being said, guys, let's roll out the other clips that I have for you guys, and I'll be back with commentaries.
I was like, man, I wish I can go. Rewind.
No, he's bringing God into this. This has nothing.
Missions in God.
Because you.
Talking about my heart, God.
Yeah, you're saying I've gone to Africa and I've gone to missions. To be honest, that has nothing. If anything, Elijah, you're saying you've gone to African American countries.
People of a different skin color to preach to them.
Yeah.
How am I racist?
You can obviously this proves it because
I'm racist to white people because I went there instead of
no, you're racist because of the comments you've made.
Which ones?
Are you kidding? Like I've been trying to explain them to you. You keep saying it was in a controlled environment. You asked the question. You can't even acknowledge that question was messed up. You keep justifying it. You guys both did. If there was a black person and a white person, you'd shoot the black person because they're black. That's what you said.
Angela, Benny, who's gonna be bigger body?
No. Stop putting thoughts in his head.
Think about it.
No. You said if you had to kill the black person and the white person, you'd shoot the black person in a heartbeat because they're black. Yeah, you see?
Not that serious.
No, but you don't have a problem with that. Right?
It's a joke. I have a problem.
No, I'm asking Benny.
I'd be shocked
But
if
the
I
real question is
No. Answer my question. Don't ask me a question. Answer my question. You don't have a problem with that.
reframing your question.
No. That's manipulation. You're don't reframe my question. It's a very straightforward question.
It's not how you perceive it.
My whole issue is you guys are saying it was a joke. You can't even
It
acknowledge.
wasn't serious. You
Exactly.
think it was serious?
I think yes, it was serious, but also
But we just said it wasn't serious.
do you know why it's
So it
serious?
wasn't
Do you know why it's serious, Ben? To
It's
me,
serious because you're making something that it's not.
no.
Benny, do you have black friends that you're very close to
I have
and you
black
love
friends.
their
And
friendships?
I have black friends, and they want me to say the N word.
Do you have black
respect.
friends?
You have black.
Benny,
That's
Benny,
crazy.
do you have black friends who
I have
you're
black friends from New York.
Benny,
New York, they don't play down
Benny, do you
there.
have black friends who you're closer with than white friends?
No, I don't
I
believe
do.
you.
And I do business with black people too.
Are you happy having them in your life? You want
No. No, he hasn't even answered my questions.
No, Elijah,
No. All I'm asking for is acknowledgement that something was racist, but you're turning it.
Equally as I talk to white people. I don't
No.
look at a black person.
Oh my God, how did this happen?
This guy's black. Oh my goodness,
When I'm
Elijah's
trading
white.
if there's
I don't
two
look at.
people,
I don't look at.
Where the
One of
issue?
them
You
different.
know what I look
Where
at?
the issue?
Oh my goodness, it's a human being.
Yes,
No.
a human
That's how
being.
I
I
look
don't
at
look
it.
at the
Well,
skin color.
okay, okay.
Dog's a dog and a human.
Now you say that, but 2 days ago you were completely fine with shooting a black person.
Angela, you're talking
You
about
never
a
shot a black
shooter
person.
intruder
No.
in your
Where's the
house.
bullet?
We're not talking about that, Angela.
My
We're
whole-
talking about a stereotype.
That's the issue. The stereotype is the issue. No,
Stereotype.
the fact.
But we're not.
Oh
actually
my God.
stereotypical, though.
You are.
We don't look at black people differently than white people. We look at them as
No,
human beings.
I don't believe you. Your comment, if that's true, why is the N-word in your vocabulary when it offends and hurts?
Doesn't offend.
It shouldn't be a joke. It's
is a
people
joke.
like
It's a
you,
joke to everyone.
it's people like you that enslaved an entire group and population and called them the N-word in a demeaning.
Why did you not tell me about this?
What?
The N-word isn't just an F word.
Enslave my Filipinos to do customer support.
No,
That's a little
the
different.
N-word is rooted in white supremacy, racism.
Like Black Lives Matter coming to Portland and just
Oh,
destroying all of Portland.
my
That's
God.
pretty much it. That's the point. That's how it is.
No, Dad, there's no
That's the
point.
mentality.
There's no
Black
point.
Lives Matter. Let's destroy all the small businesses.
but not do distractions.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how it
but
is.
that's
Okay, guys, we're never gonna agree on this matter, but
So why are you like framing it in a way where
Black
we're not
Lives
listening
Matter is
to you?
very
It's like
racist.
we're not listening at all.
no.
Like,
To
we're
me,
talking and you're making it something it's really
no.
not.
To me, this is like,
All lives matter, white lives matter, black lives matter, the yellows matter,
black
the greens
things matter,
matter.
matter
You
is
see
very
the
racist.
ceiling, it puts a roof over my head, the ceiling matters, this water matters, it goes to my system, gets me muscles, everything matters. Ain't no problems over here. Pretty much it.
this is the issue.
The issue is everything matters.
What issue, Angela?
This is why we have so much hate in the world. It's people like you guys.
Because everything matters.
No, so guys, moving forward, we're never gonna agree on this, and because of that, I just can't have a relationship. I can't. It would go against, yes, Dad, because I would rather talk it out now instead of them get a ghosting text then. So if this is where we stand and we can't even have a healthy conversation, yes. No. Let me finish. Please let me finish. Dad,
You think we're racist, and if we disagree, you start crying.
Angela,
No.
Is it the way to stay separate?
because I have brought up several examples of racism and that you've used and you have never apologized. No, let me finish. Let me finish. You haven't apologized. You haven't owned up.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You said all lives matter. That's not an apology. So,
But don't avoid this subject. If this is
no, this subject cannot be avoided for me. This is a non-negotiable for me.
so every time you're gonna be calling, you're gonna
No, Dad, no offense. There won't be an every time. I just won't be calling. I will cut you out of my life.
Explain what's about to happen. I want to ask a question.
Sure.
Have you ever been racist?
Yes.
How did you address it?
Whoa.
And finish.
No. Do you know how I was racist?
How did-
Is
how did-
growing up, we
how
were.
did how did you deal with it? And get
I
it back?
apologized. To my friends. I had an entire group of.
Okay, so for us,
No. Let me listen. You just asked me an answer. No.
Shut up.
You asked me a question, so let me answer it. The way parents were raised racist. Some of that.
Whoa, you're
Shut
not
up
racist.
for the 5th time.
Yes.
So, Angela.
No. Let me finish.
What do we need to do now to change, in your opinion?
You asked me a
Because
question.
you changed. You said.
Yeah.
You used to be racist.
See, that's a great
And we're
question.
racist and I want to become a better human being. And
Well,
apparently
do you
I'm
have
not.
black friends?
I have people who want to be. Yes,
No.
I do have black friends.
Get yourself around
I do have black friends.
Elijah.
Get myself around
No.
black people.
Get yourself.
Hold
Let
on.
me finish.
How did you apologize? Explain. Don't tell me what to do. Tell me what you did.
Well, what I didn't do, I didn't.
Well, what you
It
did.
started, Elijah, with people like me coming to me saying you're racist, and me being you guys saying no, I'm not, and me calling all Mexicans, all Hispanic people Mexican. All of my roommates were from different parts of the world, and I all called them Mexican.
Because
No. Let me finish. You keep interrupting. So,
yeah, we want to
like,
hear how you fixed it.
so it didn't happen overnight, and
How did you screw the drill in?
that's crazy. it happens with taking accountability and being like, wow, you're right, to people. And I was around people that I did this to. Saying the N-word, there was one time that I didn't even know the N-word was the N-word. And my friend quickly was like, do you know what you just said? And I'm like, no. And they sat me down and explained to me why this isn't just saying the F word. There's so much more to that. That is,
But how did you fix
Danny,
the problem?
shut up.
I fixed
Shut
the
up,
problem by having these conversations. No, let me finish. You can't ask me a question, not let me finish. So yeah, again, let me finish.
Shut up.
Oh my
Let
gosh.
her finish.
We're asking questions.
Shut up.
So it starts with this, but it also starts with you guys both can't even acknowledge. You keep making excuses for, well, that's just a joke. I used to do the same thing. Well, that's not what I meant. They knew my heart. That's not the issue. The issue is that subconsciously I'm saying comments that I think are funny that are not funny. Subconsciously, I'm saying things about a
How would you like get out of it? I get it, but how would you like
people like how I'm calling you guys. I allowed people to call me out, yeah, and I would apologize and be like, how can I do better? And I practiced it.
Okay, who do I apologize to?
For starters, you can't even apologize to me.
I did. I came to your room and I apologized.
Elijah, you said I apologize for.
Elijah did apologize.
Benny.
No. Elijah said I apologize for being a brother that you could never have. You never said I apologize for making a racist comment because you don't even believe it was racist. No.
I apologize. for
No.
making a racist comment.
This is
Yeah, Joe, I'm sorry for saying.
no. See, and this is where sorry, your apology doesn't mean anything to me.
I apologize too because the person I was talking in the hypothetical, if the person was present, I'd be very respectful and I'd find a common ground.
See?
with them.
That's my issue. Is
That's racist.
no, yes. Because you're saying if a black person was here, I would never use the N-word in front of them. If a black person was here, I would never make that joke.
In front of black.
Yeah, that's really messed up.
But the black person laughs with them and he uses it too.
I don't know. I need clarification on that. Because that, as far as I'm aware, black people,
His black friend
No.
To clarify this too, or is it your black friends against?
it's not just my black friends against his black friends. It's an entire issue culturally. I can't speak on what we have done as a society that's wrong.
What do we do?
Oh
So I
my God.
I can't ask for forgiveness for my ancestors' sins.
Yeah, but you can do better.
I am.
No, you're not.
I employ Mexicans, Latinos,
Oh my God.
African Americans. I employ them all. I don't care if the price is cheap. I don't care who they are.
I don't think I can continue having this conversation with you guys.
So in order for me to change and stop being racist, I need somebody like you in my life who can tolerate me and
No.
deal with me and be
Listen.
be the light of Jesus Christ.
No.
like you were just telling me
I have no
What's your mission?
I have no problem. No. I have no problem teaching someone and educating someone. I will not have a relationship with you just for me to tolerate your BS. To tolerate,
Who else will tell me? How would I change?
if you can't even acknowledge, you keep justifying the fact that it was a joke. You still in your head cannot, and this isn't going to happen overnight, but you cannot even in your little brain understand that that joke is really messed up and wrong. You should not say that to a white person, me. You shouldn't say that to your family because we're comfortable. You shouldn't say that to anyone. I don't care if I'm your wife. I don't care if I'm your sister. You shouldn't joke around like that.
If I was to let's say I was a very bad person, which obviously I am,
What the
and I was a very bad person, and I made jokes about Jesus in
Okay.
a laughing manner.
Where is
But
this?
then I'm around the minister, I'm up and tight, and I'm fine around.
That's
the
what you're doing.
Yeah. And I
Do you know that? Because you just said that I thought we were having a good time, and if I didn't know we were having a good time, I would have never said that.
But then he just said
It's
he knows
messed
that he
up.
messed up.
Do you know why it's messed up?
Tell me why it's messed up what you said.
It's messed up because if a black person was there, I would have done some big harm in the moment. That's
But
what's messed
you
up.
said you would have never said it in front of the black person. That's the
Exactly.
issue. That's the issue. That you're comfortable saying this around white people.
Angela, I make fun of white people, black people, African American people, Russian people.
No.
There isn't a nationality that I haven't made fun of in my life, and I do it to everybody.
No.
Explain to me what race. Explain to me what you mean. Now that I don't get that right there. That right there kind of doesn't make sense to me.
And it's
I
Is it
make
just
fun
black
of
people, or
everybody
should I make fun
equally.
of-
I make fun of
okay, I
everybody
think I'll make fun of
equally.
black people. How about Slavics?
Okay, can I-
I make
Guys,
fun of Slavics.
we-
I make fun of Christians. I
Can
make
we
fun of
stop?
I make fun of everybody. What do I do on Jones?
Dad asked me for examples. I'm gonna give examples because these are the examples that I've seen in our family. Okay? Growing up, we have all done this. You're driving past a community and you see, oh my gosh, it's a black neighborhood. Like, that's where нехорошие люди живут. Or это очень run-down place. You're automatically judging a people just by their skin color. And Dada said it's because of the statistics. So,
Angela, it's because
No.
Because
So-
the news programs me for every nationality.
exactly. And
I have
that's,
a mindset.
no,
I've
that's
been
issue.
programmed.
If we want
I've
to call
never had anybody
statistics,
in my life to reprogram.
my issue is that we're yet again labeling to be afraid of a group of people by their color. Oh, look, черный идет. No. We've said this.
I'm in a
You
dark
guys have
alley.
said this.
We always tell you, when you grow up, like Brigitte, did we tell you when we grow up that black people is bad? Don't talk to them.
No.
Be honest.
You've never said it like that. You've said it. No. You've said it in other ways. Like, смотри, о, черный. Смотри, вот какой-то ненормальный идет.
So let me tell you something. If I'm walking,
That's
at night,
wrong.
I have something very racist to say.
Oh
If
my
I'm
God.
walking at night in a black alley and I hear a Russian accent, I'm gonna get very scared because Russian guys have a tendency, and
What
for
the
Russian
frick?
mafia, Russian mafia is a big deal. And I'm a race like now that Russian mafia.
What is
very
going
big
on
deal.
right? Can we pause?
There's a lot.
Of nowhere, about who?
Dad, we can't.
No. Because he hate white
But
people.
we can't mention the
But
skin
we
color.
cannot mark
Dad.
this whole nation. Let me finish.
Oh, the train station?
You cannot mark the whole nation like that.
Yeah, but Dad, there's hate everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, listen, there's hate everywhere, but why do I've seen this in our family, we talk about black people differently.
When was the last time you
Dad,
talked about black people?
you don't drive, I've never heard you drive past a white neighborhood and been like, oh, a lot of white people live there. That must be a really bad neighborhood. You drive past a black neighborhood and you're like, oh, that's a black neighborhood. That's wrong.
I have something to say.
We're part of the issue.
Our ghettos. Hold on.
Oh my
You
God.
just judged us.
What is going on right now?
Our ghettos. Hold on.
No, it just, this is like
Hold on.
psychotic
You just
behavior.
said something super racist yourself.
I officially went no contact with my family because of racism. Yesterday was the craziest day of my life, I think. I went and confronted, my brother tried to come into my room and have a conversation with me. And so then I came downstairs and I huddled the whole family together and I was like, I'm leaving tomorrow and I'm very uncomfortable with how racist you guys are. And I want to be able to talk about it and grow through it. And if we can't, then I'm gonna have to walk away. And I recorded about 25 minutes of it because then my phone lost all memory. Like I had no more storage left. Oh, it's very hard to listen to. I don't even know if I'm gonna post it. I don't really know. When I lost like storage on my phone, they found out that I was recording them and absolutely lost their ish. And I was like, this proves my point. They were like, you're a victim. This is what you're doing. You're playing us. And I was like, no, like I think I've just come to realize this is something I've been asking myself and sitting with, like where's the line between working with you guys and wanting to grow and like you guys willing to grow and also then just being like, no, like this isn't something I'm gonna tolerate. And I'm at a place where this isn't something I'm gonna tolerate and I'm choosing me. I'm choosing health for me. I'm choosing growth for me. And, you know, they were like, well, what if this is your ministry? What if you're called to help us not be racist? You're just gonna abandon us. Like, what if we go to hell because of you? And I was like, that's not on me. I've tried to work with you guys. Like, all I can implore you is go get close friends that are people of color. Go start talking to people and asking why they're hurt, what offends them, what rubs them the wrong way. And several times they were like, you're just gonna abandon us. And I was like, no, I'm not abandoning you guys. I'm just, because there's so much toxicity on health here, I'm choosing me. So I'm gonna walk away. And, you know, I pretty much told them that they disagreed with the fact that they were racist. And they kept asking, give us examples. And the examples I gave them were like, not good enough for them. And if you guys want, I can share those examples. But like, they didn't deem those as like examples. And then the crazier thing was like, my mom starts to talk about how she grew up racist and persecution of the church. And I was like, Mom, being persecuted for what you believe in isn't a racist thing.
That's not what we're talking about here. Anyways, it was pretty bad, to say the least. So anyways, I'm now at the airport. I've been at the airport like 5 hours before my flight. Boohoo weeping. Just grieved, I think. And just like, I was so manipulated last night. And at the same point, like, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I feel like younger me would be so proud. Like, younger Angelica is so proud. And I'm doing this for the voice that she never had. And so, yeah, I really do believe that Jesus wouldn't tolerate this, and we try to hide under the way we abuse people verbally and say that, oh, Jesus, ABC. No, he wouldn't. He really wouldn't. And so here we are. What a time.
Anyways, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you guys literally enjoyed every single clips and stitches that you guys have watched, and credits to the original creators of every clips and stitches that we have in our today's episode. And honestly, when we see some of these white folks realizing and calling out racism for what it is, you will really understand that right now a lot of them are realizing that it has never profited them. Like, racism has never added any money into their pockets. And this is why I keep saying that a lot of these folks are literally brought up the wrong way. They're literally trained the wrong way. They're literally instructed the wrong way, and they grew up with that mentality. So that is why you see some of these old Karens can do whatsoever they want to do because of that particular act of how they literally grew up. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because if not, let it make sense to me that my father can literally come to my school teacher and tell them to switch my class just because I am a friend with a black lady. I don't know. They made a lot of black kids feel like they are not worthy of being their friends. Why, in a nutshell, in the real sense, we are even the one that is supposed to even have pride. We're even the one that is supposed to come to classes and tell teachers to switch our babies to another seat. But we don't do that, because one thing I love about black people is that if they want to train up a child, they train up that child in the right way, not in the other way, bringing out touts in the community, training criminals, training racists, training Karens in the community. You can see how some of them are even able to call out their parents to say, this thing you're saying is not making sense. This thing you're saying is not good. But still, they will still not understand. So I'm happy that a lot of us as black people are calling out this thing called racism, because if we have not been doing that, a lot of them wouldn't have even realized that their parents has literally misled them to the wrong way. Look at the case of this lady that saw her best friend on social media saying something, and she felt really, really bad and really disappointed. Only God knows how that a black friend felt when all of that scenarios were happening. So I don't know why you will have a child, and the only thing you will have to do to that child is train up that child the wrong way. Is telling that child what that child is not supposed to hear. Is explaining to that child what that child is not even supposed to do. Look at me in this generation that I am. See, any battles I have with anybody, for example, I don't involve my children. I don't involve my child. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. So I just have to let you know the right thing in the society. How can you be training children, racist children, right from time? That is why you can see some of them in the playground pushing other black kids and telling them, oh, go, you're a different species. You're a black person. I've seen a video where a white child was calling a black child a different species. Like, where did you even get that language from? That demonic language. Where did you even get it from as a child? From the parents. You see some of them calling black children the N-word. And you start asking yourself, how did they get to find out the N-word? From their parents, from their guidance, from people that trained them, from people that they literally grew up with. And by the time they grew up that way, before they will realize, And before some of them will not notice that, oh, this thing we are doing is wrong, this thing I'm doing, I'm not supposed to do that. It is too late. Train up a child in the way he should go, so that when he is old, he will not depart from it. I leave you with that piece of advice. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. With that being said, with no further ado, like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. I love you guys.